Me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills boxing.
In a shocking twist that's lighting up the boxing world, newly leaked sparring footage has surfaced showing Terence but Crawford being knocked down during an intense session with middleweight contender Carlos Adames. What's more, undisputed, super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez was seen laughing. After watching the clip fueling the flames of controversy, fans and analysts were quick to pounce, with many questioning Crawford's reputation as a defensive genius and pound-for-pound elite. Canelo's mocking reaction has only intensified their already smoldering rivalry.
You know, and if you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter, but if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
So Postal wasn't elite?
Who?
Victor Postal.
Who's that guy?
So Ricky Burns wasn't elite?
Ricky Burns doesn't elite.
The footage, which reemerged on July 8, 2025, shows a young Terence Crawford sparring with Carlos Adames, who weighed around 160 pounds at the time. While Crawford was still competing as a lightweight, though interpretations vary, the video clearly captures Crawford getting dropped and visibly shaken, an unusual sight for a fighter of his stature.
Ahora tú,
According to insiders, Canelo Alvarez reportedly burst into laughter after viewing the footage, mocking Crawford's apparent vulnerability. But this wasn't just a moment of humor, it was a calculated psychological jab. Canelo, who has dominated at 168 pounds and even faced titans like Dmitry Bivol and Sergey Kovalev, seems to relish in reminding Crawford of the size and power disparity.
Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to you.
I'm taking them, and ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. Come fight.
And
now.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise
but look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see, I'm different.
I see you too.
You see, I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're gonna see.
We'll
you know it.
Carlos Adames didn't hold back when reflecting on his sparring sessions with Crawford. During a 2024 interview with Boxing 147, Adames dismissed the Canelo-Crawford feud as absolutely stupid, asserting that Crawford skipped crucial developmental steps when it came to fighting at heavier weights. He recalled sparring with Crawford at just 19, when he himself had only the professional bouts. If he fought me now, I'm 30 and fully grown, and it'd be a completely different story, Adames stated bluntly.
¿Crees que Crawford podría subir de división y quizás desafiarte por tu título?
Bueno, aquí es bienvenido. Yo estoy preparado para quien sea, cuando sea y como sea. Yo siempre lo he dicho. Yo a peleadores no me le quito, no le pongo pero. Si él quiere subir a las 160 para enfrentarme, ya tuvimos sparring, él puede subir.
Welcome 1-0. I'm gonna face anybody anytime. I've sparred with Crawford, and if he wants to come up with 160, bring him on. I'll be glad to go up against him.
And lastly, please. Sorry. This is my last. Sorry. Lastly, this is yeah. So please give me your assessment, please, on Canelo and Crawford, because Crawford wants that fight so badly, and you sparred him. Is Canelo too strong for Crawford? Yeah.
¿Te parece el Canelo demasiado fuerte para Crawford? ¿Qué te parece de esa pelea?
Pienso que sí, ya que subir 3 divisiones bastante libre, demasiada, yo diría. Pienso que no es algo que él lo necesita ahora mismo. Crawford en su carrera ha demostrado que es un buen peleador, pero pienso que no tiene que estar corriendo esos grandes riesgos, porque no solamente pone su carrera en riesgo, también pone su vida, porque un golpe de Canelo le puede hacer daño de por vida.
I don't think Crawford needs the Canelo fight right now. I think it's kind of needless for Crawford because his reputation is well cemented, and a punch by Canelo could not only be dangerous for him.
Adames argues that Crawford's punching power at welterweight won't carry over effectively to super middleweight. He likened it to Canelo's struggles against Dmitry Bivol at light heavyweight, where despite the added size, Canelo failed to deliver his trademark power. According to Adames, Crawford's firepower won't scale up and against bigger, more seasoned opponents like himself or Canelo, he might find himself outgunned.
It's going to be an interesting proposition because he has good power, he's a good counter puncher, and his reputation as a strategic fighter precedes him. But I think that he's going to take more care of not being hit by me than to try to...
Shocker Stevenson, however, offered a different perspective. He recounted a sparring session with Crawford that left a lasting impression. Stevenson recalled watching Crawford land a single punch on a much larger sparring partner, sending the heavyweight stumbling as if he'd been hit by a sledgehammer. I swear, he caught this guy with a boom, and the dude was all over the ring. Stevenson said, to him, it was undeniable proof that Crawford's power isn't just high-pitched travels across weight classes.
Say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something. And he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm like nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on his chin. Boom! Dude wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the God is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter. And his punching power could carry.
Tensions reached a boiling point when Terence Crawford physically shoved Canelo Alvarez during a face-off in New York. What began as typical promotional banter escalated fast, with Canelo responding with a firm shove of his own. The two fighters locked eyes in a heated stare down before UFC President Dana White, and security rushed in to defuse the situation. This was no manufactured stunt. Crawford smirked confidently, while Canelo looked visibly enraged. The fiery exchange only heightened anticipation for their September 13th Las Vegas showdown.
Oh, what did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
Now, I'm turning on, not right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13th?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so hard.
Later, Crawford sarcastically joked that he might cry if Canelo shoved him again. Poking fun at the heated altercation, his snaring remarks were a display of psychological warfare, signaling that he remains mentally composed and unfazed ahead of their blockbuster super middleweight clash.
So what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference? I'm crying like a baby. Yeah. All right, thank you.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but
Canelo Alvarez remains a juggernaut in the super middleweight division, boasting a record of 63 wins to losses and to draws, with 39 of those wins coming by knockout. A 4-division world champion, Canelo has claimed titles at junior middleweight, super middleweight, and light heavyweight. His crowning achievement came in 2021 when he defeated Caleb Plant to become the first ever undisputed super middleweight champion.
understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. The power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34, going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights. Been around for a long time. Doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin. And I wound up just moving and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. 'Cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes with boxing. You know, the grades done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about
standing at 5 feet 8 inches and age 34, Alvarez combines power, speed, and veteran experience, making him a dangerous threat for anyone. His most recent win, a dominant unanimous decision over William Skull, in May 2025, cemented his place among boxing's elite despite pressure from rising stars. Known for his elite ring IQ and precision, Canelo confidently referred to a Crawford bout as easy money, insisting he wouldn't entertain it unless it came with a massive $150 million payday. His comment underscores the fight's commercial appeal and legacy implications, with both fighters chasing greatness in what could be a career-defining clash.
Would you put a rehydration clause?
I don't like to talk about other fight when
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see you in there with. You understand?
I understand that. Same happened with Golovkin.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with Golovkin.
And it happened.
And same with Emilio Sunday.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Troll, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go for 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morales, you got the rematch with people.
If I go 175,
that would be the first time. And then you can look around and see what's out there.
And then
would you make a Crawford performance against Manjaman?
I think he knows why he's weight class in there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there
because
in LA.
he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? So in the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters for one round.
Wait, but do you want to say 168 or look 175? All right, big fight, September 14th. Watch it on ppv.com. Canelo Alvarez going for more history.
Thank you.
Quick picture.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing.
Oh man. Now while he's doing that,
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxing, Flight High. I just want to ask you, what do you think about Terence Crawford? What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean,
$100 million. I heard Turkey offered you a big money.
Crawford, meanwhile, dismissed critics who questioned his jump in weight, pointing out that while Canelo moved up and lost, he moved up and won. He insists he's built for this challenge. Two-time world champion Andre Ward also voiced strong support, claiming he'd bet the house on Crawford despite the size gap. While acknowledging Crawford's physical disadvantage, Ward believes his heart and boxing IQ more than make up for it. Someone has to prove they can break Terence Crawford's will, he said, backing Crawford's mental toughness to overcome any physical mismatch even against Canelo.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you.
You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me this.
Crawford has described the Canelo fight as the biggest opportunity of his career. He called Alvarez the most important boxer of the past 2 decades and emphasized that this clash is about legacy, not money, with a chance to become the first undisputed champion in 3 divisions during the 4-belt era. Crawford is focused on etching his name among the sport's all-time greats. For him, stepping up to 168 pounds is a mission to prove he's a generational talent, not just a dominant welterweight.
What do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight tonight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
You'll see. Come 12.
Everyone's talking about the weight differences. What's your kind of response to that, Terence?
That's why we fight the fight. So September 12th, we all going to see if the weight going to make a difference or not.
Do you want to fight him twice and then retire? Is that kind of the ideal thing for you?
One fight at a time. One fight at a time.
What did you make of, I know you didn't say much on tonight, the effectiveness of William Skull? He came to go to decision as opposed to win the fight. Would you agree with that?
I don't know. He was boxing well, and then he just stopped doing what he was doing earlier. I don't know. I can't call it.
Do you think Canelo slipped as a fighter?
No, I don't. I just think that, William was doing a good job neutralizing Canelo power punches. He was just moving a lot.
Do you think that's a style you have to employ in points of the fight?
I don't know, because if you watch the styles that beat him, they didn't move a lot. They moved a little bit, but not as much as William Skull.
There's a rumor going around this week that Manny Pacquiao is going to return. What do you make of that?
I don't know. We shall see. I don't know.
Do you think he's too old at 46 to fight Barrios?
I can't say if he's too old or not. If he get in there and win, then everybody will be saying different. So I don't put no limit on an all-time great like Manny Pacquiao.
Where does a win against Canelo Alvarez put you in the list of all-time greats?
Top of the top, baby. Come on now.